Hello, good people. Y'all are gonna get these good iPad videos now because it has a stand. I ain't gotta move, just the camera, all that good stuff. But anyway, my purpose in this video is to talk about a few things. The first thing that's on my mind is self-care. We know self-care has been that buzzword, but I really felt convicted about that as of late. And I believe it was in a video that I saw. It was a doctor, as a matter of fact, who talked about self-care. I don't really remember everything that he said, but what God has been convicting me about is that self-care is more than, going out, hanging out, nails and all that stuff. While I love getting my nails done, while I love getting a pedicure, self-care for me in this season is taking care of myself. It's showing up for me, and it's doing things for me, not for other people, for me to bless other people. And what I mean by that is I have invested the money in the executive accelerator that I was accepted into. I've been paying for it out of pocket so that way I can level up and I can grow and I can continue to hone my skills and just show up as the best leader in every area of my life. Another area God really convicted me in recently is taking care of my health, and not just like staying on top of my doctor's appointments, like going to the kidney doctor, but really like not letting things linger and persist. Sometime last week I slept wrong, and I immediately called my chiropractor and was like, hey, can I come in because my neck hurts? And so it's just been in that, like being intentional about being, about showing up for myself and taking care of myself as best as possible. So to make this really brief, how are you taking care of you? Self-care is more than nails, toes, getting your hair done. Those things are important. Have you checked in with your therapist so far? We're about to enter, we're in the middle of the third quarter, and we're quickly approaching the end of the year. Have you checked in with your doctors? Have you had your annual physical? For my ladies, have you had your annual exam? What about on a spiritual level? Have you checked in with God? Have you been fasting? Have you been praying? I've been fasting a whole lot lately, and it's been really just a major shift for me mentally. Mainly because there have been some areas where I've just been under attack. And for me, one huge area of attack has been in the area of just not seeing those things that I have been believing God for. And I've been asking God to check my motives. Like, what is my motive in this thing? Asking God to show me, is that the dream that he still has for me? And also making peace with and accepting that some dreams just have to be shelved indefinitely, and mourning that thing not happening, grieving things not happening the way that I wanted to happen, letting go of the vision that I had for my life, and just being fully at peace with knowing that ultimately God has the final say. And who's to say that he can't bring it around in a different way? I'm reminded of when I was a little girl, the one thing I used to ask my mom for all the time was a baby sister. I never got a baby sister. I have two younger brothers. And one thing God blessed me with was sister friends. And I am very fortunate to have some very good, close sister friends. And in fact, as a healing people pleaser, I check in with my best friend of over 30 years anytime I'm going through something, because she's like a sounding board for me. She didn't suffer from the same things that I suffered and struggled from. And so she is a good voice for me, like a good safe space for me to come and check and make sure my perspective isn't off about things. And so checking in with your friends, checking in, having those conversations, those girl conversations, those bro conversations, whoever that person may be, to be able to pour back into you. And then lastly, aside from your normal physical stuff, are you exercising? Are you walking more? Because I read something, I saw a video from a brain doctor yesterday, as a matter of fact, that if you just increase your exercise, and specifically with walking, you can reduce the chances of you developing dementia by 30%. And so as I'm about to be 40 next year, I want to stay on top of my health. I want to stay on top of everything, because I know in a very real way just how fleeting life is. I've had family members I lost this year. I've had other friends lose parents. My dad has been gone now for over 14 years. And so I really think about the fact that life is just so fleeting, and that we don't always take advantage we don't always appreciate the people that we have in our lives, or even our own health. And I just really want to encourage you that self-care is not just the shiny stuff or the buzzword that society has made it to be, but instead it's a very being very honest with yourself, having those real conversations, acknowledging the struggles you may be having, acknowledging those things that don't feel good, taking accountability for everything, and tackling the obstacles that may be keeping you from being your best self, including that honest heart-to-heart conversation of looking yourself in the mirror. So I really hope that you take some time today and do a self-assessment to check in with yourself and see where you are, what gaps you may have, what you may need to do, what you may need to change, so that way, moving forward, you are equipped to do what you need to do, so that way you can take care of you the best way possible. And I hope you have a great day, a great week, and God gave me something else. Hopefully he brings it back to my remembrance. One thing I'm trying to work on is remembering to write things down when God says them to me, so I can share them if I'm supposed to. Bye.